Hello everybody and welcome to a new game I'm playing. It's actually Adobe Premiere Pro CS 5.5 and it's not actually a game. I thought today I would show you guys me editing a video because believe it or not, iRacing is one of my most edited videos. I put a lot of time into it and I kind of thought that I would show you guys. I thought I would make a video while I'm making a video. So I'm going to try to explain a little bit of what I'm doing. It's not really a tutorial. I'm just going to try to go through and show you guys what I do when I normally make a video. To save time, I've already pulled everything into Premiere. So I'll go over what everything is now. This right here is the game and game audio and Skype. So the top here, this is game, as you can tell. I've labeled everything as I always do. So this is game. So this is the game video. Down here is audio. So this is the game audio. And this is Jeff, because Fraps picks up Windows 7 sound, which is game and Jeff's mic via Skype. This is my microphone right here. The reason why mine is on a separate thing is I don't have Fraps record my microphone. I actually use a program called Reaper, which just records my microphone regardless. And that way I have a little control over how loud I want to make myself, quiet, stuff like that. We also have Jeff's audio. Jeff recorded this race using Reaper as well. He sent me his audio and I have it lined up, but over here, as you can tell, I have it unchecked. Uncheck. The reason I have that is I don't want to use Jeff's audio unless I'm messing with something with the game audio, unless I have to do a cut up here and get rid of the audio up here. I don't really want to use that, but I have it all lined up and everything just in case. This down here is I'll skip ahead. So as you can see, this is this camera right here, which is the iRacing replay, which I already have synced up. Same with over here. This is just another one. I had to make a cut here. And this is my wheel. So in this episode, you guys will already see this episode already fully encoded out and played and everything. But I thought it would be a cool idea to kind of show you guys behind the scenes of, one, what it's like to make the video, and two, I'm going to show it in the actual video what it's like to sync everything up. So you'll be able to hear my voice and Jeff's voice and the game. It'll just be like watching a video. So I'm going to try not to talk while I'm listening to the playback, just because there will be two of my voices and it's going to be kind of hard to tell the difference between the two. So yeah, we're pretty much in the beginning. So in this episode, I'm not going to do any cutting. I'm going to show, like, from the second, as you can tell right here, zoom in. Right here, this is where I start Reaper. So what I typically do is I do this, and I'll show you guys right now. All right. No, Fraps will record my voice. All right, I'm starting Fraps in 3, 2, 1. Fraps has started. Garage. So what I did there was I count down and I start Fraps. So I say starting Fraps in 3, 2, 1, and I hit the button, which then starts my Fraps. So then you can see that the screen starts up. And then, just to get a visual and audio kind of togetherness there, I do this thing that I just sync in, because every game has menus. So all you have to do is just highlight your mouse over something, as I'm going to show you right now. I started garage, options, garage, warm up, quit, warm up. So as my mic goes over whatever I'm going over, I say what it is. So garage, options, warm up, quit. The reason why I do that is so then I can, in Premiere, in here, I can link to when I'm saying that thing and when my mouse is over it. That's all you really need to do. And then, oh damn it, showing me an ad. Right now I'm trying to start my wheel cam and everything. Jeff's started Reaper at this point. So Jeff's, you won't hear this one. You will not hear this. I've muted it so you won't hear it. So Jeff will be on this line here, which is included in the game sound.
All right.
So Jeff's going to do his audio sync here.
And starting Fraps 3, 2, 1.
My camera in the corner has started, as you can tell.
Got quit, warm up, quit, warm up, quick, warm up, quit, warm up. Looks good.
All right, I'm syncing my camera.
I'm
going to sync my camera now.
3, 2, 1.
So I do a clap right in front of the camera so I can see the waveform, because this one is my camera, and it does come with audio, but I delete the audio because I don't need it. So all I do is I use the audio of the camera and of my microphone here, and I link up the waveforms of the clap, and then it's synced.
Warm up, quit, warm up. Looks good.
All right, I'm syncing my camera audio clap. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now that everything's all synced up, oh, also with my iRacing, I've already synced this up. Chance to practice on 8 to 1. I don't. So as you can tell, what the car is doing, and the how I sync these together is I'll show you. So I'll go back. So I'm going frame by frame right now. So as you can see, now this frame right here, I'm going to zoom all the way in. So exactly at 1 minute and 3 seconds and 12, there is just me. At 1 minute 3 seconds and 13, there is Jeff. Jeff pops in to the pits. So all I did was I had the little camera down here, and I had this, and I just got him to, right when I go back between the two, you can see that Jeff appears. Now that is visually synced. So, and because it was one long recording, I had to make a little cut here, but because it was one long recording, it's now going to be synced throughout the whole thing. This up here, this NA right here, the reason why this is NA and unchecked is when I'm not using the replay, I'm going to throw it up here. This is a thing that I can throw the replay up. It'll disappear off the screen. I can see how it looks. I can see what's going on. And if I want to keep it, then I'll put it back down on the replay line and use it. So as of right now, nothing's cut. I'm going to add the replay and everything like I typically do. But all I'm doing is I'm just not cutting anything out. I'm not cutting out my syncing. Typically what I would do is I would probably come to right around here, and I'd make a cut, and I'd cut all this front end off. I'm not going to this time. So, to explain what I'm doing, I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to make a new title. I want to make a title because I want to explain in this video that I'm going to be editing yet not editing at the same time. So to do so, I'm going to just start with writing fonts. What I typically do is I started at 100. I do the center because we don't want the left. So yeah. All right, let's, what are we going to say? Let's see what we're going to say. Okay, so now that this is done, I'm going to reposition it to get in a better position. I'm probably going to raise it. Let's do, 125? I think that'll be good. All right, so in this video, I am showing you behind the scenes of syncing audio, something that we do all the time. Enjoy. I think that's pretty straightforward. Kind of gets the point across. The one thing we're going to do is we're going to spell check this just in case. So now that that is done, I am going to bring it down to my video 1. And the reason why I'm putting it on video 1 is I don't have a video right here. It is just me kind of talking to Jeff about recording my mic with Reaper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. This is my effects over here. I'm going to grab a dip to black, throw it on the front, and what that'll do is when it comes out of the replay, all right, it'll just have a little black instead of just being, this is what it would look like. All right, boom. It would pop up normally. All this does is make it a little more appealing. I'm going to drag it all the way to the end here. Actually, what I might do is I might drag it to 20 seconds. Actually, let's go to about 18 seconds here. Move this. Let's add another dip to black. Now, I'm going to warn you now, if you don't want to hear the same thing over and over and over again, you might not want to watch this video because I tend to watch the same section of video and audio over and over and over just to make sure I like how it looks. All right. No, Fraps will record my voice. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So that kind of gets the syncing everything out of the way. So typically I would probably cut it right about here in the video, and that's where it would start. I'm going to leave this a little bit in. I think it's kind of cool to see the behind the scenes and the inside of everything we do. A lot of people don't realize everything that goes into, 1, making a video, and 2, even recording the video. Especially when it comes to something like iRacing and with the way I do it, with how many cameras I incorporate into it. Like this one, the replay cam is something that I go through after the race because you can save replays at the end of the race and you can watch them anytime. So I'll go through after the race, typically before I start editing, and I will watch the replay and record it, and I will just go throughout the entire race, watching the replay, changing camera angles and stuff like that. Then I'll sync it up to what I'm doing in the video, and then I'll use it periodically every now and then. I'll cut in. I mean, you guys have seen the iRacing videos before, so yeah, this one's a little different. So,
yeah, I'm going my 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
Oh,
So as you can see over here, also, I forgot to explain, this is my audio. This is something that I'm always checking. This is the game, this is my mic, this is Jeff's, which is currently muted, and this is the replay, which is also currently muted. My mic is raised by 1 decibel. The game and Jeff is lowered by 2, so as you can see when we talk.
yeah, I'm going my 10 to 1.
10 to 1. They're around the same. I want to get them pretty much level. Also, as you can see,
yeah, I'm going my 10 to 1.
10 to 1. I'm wanting them not to peak. If they peak, this part gets into the red, and that means it's as loud as it can be. It's pretty loud. So I try to make sure that things don't peak, yet they get as close as they can, and everything is typically around the same level.
What time?
I didn't get a chance to practice on 8 to 1. I don't want to go out there and fuck it up.
Oh, it's the same
I'm
people colors?
M&Ms.
M&M scar? Yeah, you are.
Yes. All right, so because I said something about M&Ms, what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave this part in. So, chance to practice on 8. Instead of just having it come in like that right away, I'm going to put a cross dissolve on it. I didn't get a chance to practice on 8 to 1. I don't want to go out there. But now it kind of slowly fades in. And just to let you guys know, the reason, before I started recording this video, not the one I'm editing, but this current one that I'm recording right now, I rendered this entire sequence out. That's why you can see this bar is green, and when I add an effect, it makes it yellow. So as it makes it yellow, what happens is the frame rate in that section 8 to 1, I don't want, sort of drops. So in the beginning here, because I've added stuff, this is not as smooth as it can be. Green as it's rendered, I can watch it in real time, and I do that with 3 cameras because when you start getting a lot of sequences on a lot of cameras going at once, it really bogs your computer down. And watching it at 8 FPS and trying to figure out what's going on, it's just not possible. So I take the hour that it takes to render out the entire sequence and I render it out so I can watch it in real time, and then I can edit and do my changes and whatnot and all that stuff. So that's the reason why you're able to watch it at such a smooth FPS. 8 to 1, I don't want to go out there and fuck it up.
I'm wondering if I set
So this is something that I do a lot. So this right here is the shuffle. What I do with that is the shuttle is, whatever. So what this does is this, you can slide it back and forth. You can go slow motion. You can go as fast as you can. So what I use this a lot to kind of just, I hold it a little bit before so I can still understand what we're saying. We sound a little bit like chipmunks, but I just do that so I can kind of get through the video faster. So instead I don't have to sit here and watch. I mean, this video is probably going to be around 20 minutes. So I don't want to sit here and go through the entire 20 minutes of the video. So I'm going to get about here and I'm going to skip ahead.
No, it doesn't.
So I can listen, I can still understand what we're saying, yet at the same time, I'm kind of going a little faster than normal so I can get through it and find what I want to edit.
I'm wondering if I set, mic check. That's good, Robert.
Oh, they're wrecking back here.
Yeah, I see that. Is that Dave involved?
No. Magnetic wall.
Okay.
Okay, so this replay, I'm going to have to cut it sometime before right about here. So I'm kind of just going through, finding a point that seems natural to sort of end it. This is the pace lap. There's not much going on, so I really don't want to keep it out there too much. I think I actually want to come back here and probably after this wreck somewhere.
Set it's like 60 frames per second to record.
Probably right about here, maybe before it changes cameras. Go back frame by frame, zoom in. So probably let's go to here. Let's cut this. This is the replay. So I don't need the audio from this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlink, and then I'm going to just delete the audio, and then I'm going to move this up. Now the reason why I move this up is so then it's on the line that you cannot see. So then when I add a cross dissolve, I can actually see what it's going to look like with it actually disappearing. Because if I kept it on the replay line, then it would show up. It would just continue to keep being there. So this is what it's going to look like.
Perhaps what I need to do is set it to like 60
And it just
frames per
cross
second
dissolves away.
before, so
That-
I get 60.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go.
Oh,
Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's what I do for iRacing. So as you can tell right now, bad frame rate. I mean, it works at 30. It's not
just-
very
yeah, it
good.
does.
The reason being
Not-
is I move
yeah,
this
it's not
line,
fluid.
and once you start moving things after rendering, that's when things kind of start slowing down. But as of right now, I don't need the replay. I don't know if I'm going to use any more of it, but I'm going to leave it where it is and just kind of keep an eye on what's going on and go from there.
Perhaps do.
All right, so I know I'm not going to use anything else in this replay, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. So I'm just going to keep this little bit right here. I'm exiting my car, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the camera.
No, I'm not. It stopped. Okay.
Probably right about,
Perhaps
let's see, I get right about there. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go to, I don't know, right here. How does that seem? Yeah, let's go right here. Go ahead and cut this. Let's go a little bit ahead, probably to about here. Cut again. Delete this little section, add a cross dissolve. And the reason why I do that is I could move this camera up to the non-available line, which is hidden. But I like to just keep it where it is so I can kind of see. So this is how it's going to look.
Okay. Perhaps
It'll cross dissolve away, and then I'll leave the frame.
frames per second. There we go.
So I'm not going
With
to show
iRacing.
back, and I'm not going to show the
Starting fraps in 3,
The
2,
wheel.
1.
because practice just ended in
Yeah.
iRacing, so I'm not going to show the wheel.
Waiting to grid. So garage options, garage options, garage options.
Jeff syncing his audio
There we go.
again. Yep, waiting to grid.
Thanks for waiting to grid, bro.
All
Garage.
right. Yep, change steering
Yeah.
ratio.
Yep, gotta do that.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Let's see where we are. All right, so I get back in my car right about here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this and this. We're going to delete both of these. And then we're going to put a cross dissolve on the wheel cam. So the wheel cam will come back into play right about here. Let's see where we are. 11th. I'm not going to do the replay
Nice.
yet.
You'll be on the inside.
So you're just to my
Yeah,
others. Dave.
back and
Dave's.
back and on
Yeah.
the inside. I think I'm going to add the replay cam right about here because as you can see, I'm watching that last car right here pops in. Back on. So he pops in. Once he's good, let's just cut this replay right here. Let's go ahead and add a cross dissolve. So this is what this will look like. Let's go back a little bit. So we'll go to when the camera goes away.
Oh, am I still recording in fraps? Probably. No, I'm not. It stopped. Okay. Perhaps do.
So the camera went
60 frames
away.
per second. Alrighty.
Let's see where we are. 11th.
There
As
we
you
go.
can see,
10.
that's where the camera comes back in.
Alrighty.
And then we're sitting here
To
in the
my
car and we'll show
others,
when the replay
Dave
comes in.
Dave's.
Back it on
Yeah,
the inside. And there's the replay. Oh, I changed. Oh, see, here we go. I did not notice that. So that's something that I should have looked first. I get in this replay, but then I change cameras to a camera that I don't want. I don't want to show this. There's no point of showing that. So I'm actually going to cut to... The pack starts moving right here. So I'm probably going to cut to about here. Yeah, let's cut to right about here. This is when the pace car starts moving. So I'm actually going to get rid of all that in front. And then I'm going to put this. So instead, this whole time I'll be sitting here. There will be no replay, just the wheel cam. And then we will, right here, we'll see the replay come in.
That guy.
And there's the replay. So the replay is something
Right
that
on the
I'd
pace
like
up,
to
guys.
use, but I don't like to use too often. And the reason being is, as Jeff would say, you know, the eyes like things that are in the rule of thirds, which is in the corner. So if I put the replay up, most likely your eyes are going to go towards the replay. So I try not to keep the replay up too much. I try to put it just little sections here and there, but if it calls for it, then I think it calls for it. So
Line up behind 57.
Oh, seems.
So I'm going to leave the replay
Yeah.
on for the, it's working properly. Leave the replay on for the pace lap. god. So the start is right around this area.
All
A
right.
little ahead.
Look cleaner, I'll
So
roll
we're
out,
coming
get
up to the
tires
start
cleaned up.
of the race right now.
Dragging that brake, dragging that brake.
Pace car goes in.
Pace car's off.
They're
and
going.
it's green. Yeah.
Ready, green
Well, it's
flag.
green now, but everybody went when the pace car went in. So, but yeah, so it's green. So I know from now on, I'm not really going to need to focus on, like, the racing is going to be pretty good. The only thing I really want to do from now on is decide whether I want the replay on or off. Oh, somebody's
They're wrecking
already
already.
wrecking. Oh,
So I'm
I'm going to leave it
God.
on.
Let's spun the tires. They'll never restart.
Outside. Clear.
Oh, there you are. In your M&M's
Oh
car.
my-
Oh,
Outside.
idiot,
Oh my
dude.
god. So Jeff is right here. Jeff is this car, and he wrecks out.
Ready, green flag.
So as you
Oh,
can see, somebody's
Jeff is
already
outside.
wrecking. Oh my god.
Let's spun the tires. They'll never restart.
Outside. Clear.
Oh, there you are. In your M&M's
Oh
car.
my-
Oh,
Outside.
idiot,
Oh
dude.
my god.
Outside.
What the fuck?
Clear outside.
Holy shit. That was fucking insane. Okay, so right about there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop using the replay. Move that one up. And let's put across dissolve. So we don't need the audio from it, so we're going to get rid of that. So this is how it's going to end. That was fucking insane.
Somebody told the damn
And it's
kid that
gone.
one on me.
Okay, so what we're going to do,
Turn one, lap one.
so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shuffle ahead. I'm going to see if I can find anything interesting happens, a car passes me or there's another wreck or something, and then I'm going to go back in and add the replay.
Let's see what happens. Oh my god.
So right here, I think I'm going to add the replay again. It's pretty soon, but I think it'll be okay. I think what we might actually want to do is get this. I'm just hitting back. I'm kind of undoing everything I was doing. So I'm going to keep the replay. Instead of cutting it and bringing it back in, I'm just going to keep it going.
This will be a short video, guys. Oh, I think somebody blew up. No way.
Okay, so to show that person that blew up, so we're going to probably end it, let's say, right about here. Make another little cut. What we're going to do is we're going to unlink, delete the audio, and add the cross dissolve out. So there you go.
No way.
There we are. So as of right now,
I wrecked into Evan.
instead of putting this replay up here on the invisible and adding this whole sequence to be yellow and getting bad frame rate, I'm just going to leave it down here. I'm going to make little cuts, and then I'm just going to continue using it like that.
So go.
Okay, so there's a big wreck happening here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, right about here,
Still trying to figure out who's fault that.
right about here, I'm going to engage the replay again. So let's add a cross dissolve. All right, so here we go.
Figure out whose fault that one was.
Cross dissolve,
I was kinda bullshitting
and then we can
shit.
see the
Oh,
wreck
sorry.
going on.
Out of the
Bad,
way.
I flipped
All
the
right.
wall.
Go high. Stay to the high side. Outside.
Damn it.
Clear.
Oh my god, I just avoided a big wreck on the backstretch. All right, so right here, I'm going to cut the camera out again. And do a little cut. We don't need the audio. Get rid of the audio. And add the cross dissolve out. So from here on out, it's pretty much the same thing. You watch, you wait for something interesting to happen, you add the replay when you find suitable, and then you just repeat.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I saw I think the 45 and the, I mean, everybody kind of did jump.
So the reason why you're hearing Jeff twice there is obviously he's in a Skype call with me, so I can hear him, yet he's also coming through the iRacing program, so I can hear him double. That's the reason why there's an echo there, just in case you're wondering. Okay, so because I got a really good shot of this back end quarter panel here with the M&Ms, I think I'm actually going to use it. there's not much going on in the shot really, so it might kind of make it a little more interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and cut, and let's go ahead and add the cross dissolve in. So as you can tell, little bits of section of replay right here, but for the majority, we're cutting about 80% of it. Yeah, that's typically what you do when it comes to editing. Is you record, you record 100% of something, and then you cut about 70-80% of it, and that 20-30% is your video. So it takes a long time to do, but it's worth doing. So I'm keeping with that camera down there. There's not much being said, there's not much going on, so I'm going to keep that camera down there. Might make it a little interesting. Right until that change. So it changes into the cockpit view, which I can actually probably still use too. Let's skip ahead, let's see how it goes. It is the gyro cam on the inside, so I think I'll keep that. So, I think I'm pretty much done with the replay at this point again, so we're going to cut, delete. We didn't need any of the audio. The reason why I keep all the audio is you never know when you're going to need it. And I would rather need it and... I would rather have it, not need it, instead of needing it and not have it.
But he got in the break.
Alright, so we seem to be coming up and passing Dave, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually add the replay cam back in, probably right around here. Cut. Add the replay cam in. So as you can tell, we cut quite the majority of the replay. Again, like I said, I really don't use much of the replay.
Try to go 3
Okay, so we probably want to get rid of the replay cam right around, probably around here somewhere. So we'll cut to right about here. We'll do what we've done multiple times before. Again, don't need the audio. Get rid of it. And there we go. Another little snippet of the replay right there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video just like I started it with, which is unedited. I didn't use any adjust voice, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I'm actually just going to go ahead and delete it out of the sequence entirely. Here's the outro right here. This is the pre-made one that I have made earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this one right here. So now when it comes to an end, you'll see this. And it'll roll the outro. So, we're just going to make sure that alright, in this video, I'm showing you behind the scenes of syncing audio. I'm going to add to this, actually. I was kind of thinking as I was doing it. I don't think I want to... I just want to do syncing in general. I don't want to do audio. I don't want to define it just to audio. I'm actually going to change that to just syncing. In this video, I'm showing you behind the scenes of syncing, something that we do all the time. Enjoy. Consider this video unedited. Alright, so now that I think I'm pretty much done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to check everything that I've done. I'm going to check when things come into shot, when they leave shot, just make sure that I'm happy with everything, how it turned out. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. This one actually wasn't edited as much as my other iRacings. This one was pretty calm. I'm going to go ahead and save the project. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys just a little glimpse of behind what it takes to edit up a video with using multiple cameras. Like I said in the beginning, it wasn't a tutorial. I just was showing you the little bits that I do. Maybe you guys will kind of understand how I do these 3 cameras and how I get them all synced up and how I get everything working. I've always wondered that before I started making YouTube videos. I always wondered, how do these people do all this? So I thought it'd be a cool thing to, one, show you the video unedited that you'll see before this, and then show me editing it. So as you can see, this is the final product. Doesn't look too much different from the normal product. Because it is iRacing, there's no cuts, and because I didn't edit anything out, there's no cuts. Maybe I'll show you guys another video sometime where it's a little more advanced, where I actually cut things out, like a fully edited video. I'll probably show you guys that at some point. I don't know when, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little snippet into what it's like to edit a video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.